up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Curt Still. Today, we're going to throw it back to the Die Hard Den podcast and Detroit Lions on the Prowl podcast days and play Hell Yeah or Hell Naw. You're in for a treat, man. It's a fun segment. If you enjoy the content, man, please subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers, and we are currently at 2801. And we have channel memberships as well, man. It's another way to help us grow our channel. And if you like the video, share the video and comment on the video. Those things will help grow this content and get it out to more Detroit Lions fans like yourself. Now it's time to bring in my co-host for today's show. Man, y'all know who it is. It's your auntie's favorite Detroit Lions content creator, and she's always making that dude a plate. When you had to cook out and you see that extra plate sitting on the side, because it's for my man LL Cool Toys. What's going on, my dude?
Ain't nobody fixing no plates. Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday,
man. Y'all know that's how the auntie show love, man. They make sure they get that plate for my man LL, and it's the hardest working man. Y'all see the Jackson Northwest Mounties cap on his head, man. It's the Wolverine Lion. Who?
Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
All right, man. If you're new to the channel, you don't know how our show works. We look at Detroit Lions news, headlines, or takes. And if we agree, we say they are boss up. We give them that big blade dance. If we disagree, we say they are balled on, and we give our takes on why we agree or disagree. No hot takes here. No Stephen A. Smiths. No Nick Wrights. No, what is that dude? The defunct Skip Bayless. None of that stuff, man. Not even Shannon Sharp, man. We give our true thoughts and opinions about what's going on with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions. Yeah, man. And we're brought to you by Dubby. We'll get into that a little bit later, man. But first of all, I got to wish a special happy birthday to my wife, Rosalind. It's her birthday today. You know what I'm saying? We'll go out. We're gonna celebrate here in the house, man. Have some fun, man, and just do it up big time here for her today. So happy birthday to her. Y'all know April is Autism Awareness Month, and I'm wearing my little special beads today from my man Curt Still the Third, man. So make sure you support autism awareness during the month of April, man. Check out your local Autism Society chapters. Do something. Do a run. Donate time, or go to autismspeaks.com and find out what's going on in your local area about autism awareness. All right. So today, man, honored today. So today we're going to welcome back one of our favorite game show segments, Hell Yeah or Hell No. Now, shout out goes to our late co-host, man, from the Die Hard Den podcast, my man Sean Jennings, a.k.a. Shawnee J. And actually, that's how I met Coach Jones. I met Coach Jones through Shawnee J. Coach Jones was doing his own show, and we met I met Coach Jones because Coach Jones invited Sean on, and then Sean said, "Hey man, let me bring my partner on from my show, Curt Still from Die Hard Den," and that's how we met. That's how I met Coach Jones, and ironically, that's how I met Jim on that same show. Jim was on that same show, and we shout out to my man Jim Bordeaux, who said, "Hey man, I want to do that segment on the Lions on the Prowl, but I can't host that. You're gonna host that segment. You're gonna bring it over to the show, man." And that's how we brought it on, man. And we got to give a shout out to them, man. We know we lost both of those guys to COVID-19 during the pandemic, man. But it was one of the favorite segments of those fellas, and we love playing it too. And to be honest with you, it's kind of the inspiration for how we have our show now. Kind of like, you know, we don't say hell yeah, hell no. We say boss up or ball on. You know what I'm saying? But it's the inspiration for what we do on this show. So we're gonna break it down that way today. It's gonna be quick. You know, you get hell yeah or hell no and give you reasons why or why not. And we're gonna keep that thing moving today. But like I said, man, I shout out to those guys, man. I miss those guys dearly, man. Both of them, man. Every time we do a show, man, here, because Jim brought all of us together. You know,
he did. Yes, he did.
He brought all of us together. So, you know, I started out with him on Detroit when Detroit Lions on the Prowl went from an audio to a video. He brought me in. He brought in Coach Jones. Then Coach Jones had to kind of slide to the side for a minute. He brought in LL because LL was one of our guys who should do the show with us on Fridays, the Free for All Friday. And then Coach Jones slid back into the picture. Sometimes it was four of us on the screen on at one time. But Hey, we're doing a 3-man weave right here, man. So it's honor to them, man. Shout out to those guys, man. Miss them dearly, man. But let's get into our. This is one of my favorites. I love doing this when I was on Die Hard then and when I did on the Lines on the Prowl, man, because it's fun. It's called, again, Hell Yeah or Hell No. We're going to do this thing, man. First up is the Lions will use all 7 picks in this year's draft. Hell yeah or hell no. Coach Jones, what you got?
I say hell yeah. And because they're going to use those picks because they're going to trade the picks to get to move up or move back. So I say hell yeah. They're going to get used one way or another. So hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking they'll pick 7 players, but we got it. What you got?
Right. I'm going hell no because I don't think they're going to make every pick. I think they're going to trade some of them.
Okay. I say hell no too then. I say hell no too. Yeah.
It's a trifecta. I'm going to say hell no because they're going to use those picks to make some trades. But we got some more questions about the trade here coming up here in a second. All right. Next question. Jameson Winsby will be traded on either draft night or right before the draft to make room for another wide receiver. Hell yeah or hell no. LL, you up first.
Hell no, because I don't got no other reason because no, it ain't happening that way. No.
You know, the rumors flying around with Matthew Golden coming into the building. You know what I'm saying? That was the big rumor. All right, what you got, Coach Jones? Hell yeah or hell no all about J-Mo being traded?
Hell no. No, they're not. They're not. He's the most explosive weapon besides Jameer Gibbs on the Lions. Hell no. Nope.
Okay, I'm going to round it out. I'm going to say hell no. I know everyone was all up in an uproar because Matthew Golden was in for a top 30 visit, but that ain't changing what J-Mo means to this roster and for what the new offensive coordinator, what's the guy's name? Oh, Jim Morton. Whatever. Johnny Morton. I'm sorry. John Morton has been saying about what he wants to do on offense, man. He wants more explosive plays, and you really don't get more explosive than my man J-Mo because he's just like Jameer Gibbs, man. It's a touchdown waiting to happen when he touches the ball. So yeah, I get it. Hell no for me on that one. All right. Graham Glasgow will not start on the O-line this season after the Lions draft a guard this year. Hell yeah or hell no. Coach Jones, you up for him?
Hell no, because even if Graham Glasgow gets put to the bench, he's still the best guy to come and back up Frank Ragnow if he goes down. He has that versatility to slide to either side. I think he's the first guard. If at worst, he's the first guard or center, interior lineman in if somebody gets hurt. So, nah, man.
So you're saying he's going to start? That's what you're saying. Like the thing was, is he going to start or not? So he's going to start or no? I'm saying the question is he will not start. So you saying hell yeah he will not start?
Nah, he won't. He won't.
Okay, he won't. So he's saying hell yeah he won't start. All right, I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna say hell no. I think Frank Ragnow goes back to right guard and starts anyway. I think the Lions are going to start him. I just think that he plays better at right guard than he does left guard, and they have that left guard because he played left guard and he played well at left guard, and that's my man Strebo or Christian Mahogany as we know him, but Strebo as LL knows him. All right, LL. Graham Glasgow starting if they draft the guard, he's going to be on the bench. So hell yeah or hell no.
I'm gonna say hell no because even if we do draft a guard in the first round, backup potential, like you just said, Frank Ragnow might go down. Somebody might go down. He might need to step in and start. So I'm gonna say hell no. He will start at some point.
Okay. All right. Hey, man, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. We're about halfway through our Hell Yeah and Hell No segment. So let's hop back into this thing, man. All right. The Lions. This is LL's Hell Yeah or Hell No suggesting this is one of his 2 questions that he had. The Lions draft a edge at pick 28. Hell yeah or hell no. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say if they're picking at 28, they're not picking an edge, they're picking an offensive lineman. So I'm gonna say hell no. If it's at 28, they're drafting an offensive lineman. All right. So LL, answer your question. Do the Lions draft a edge at number 28? Hell yeah or hell no?
I'm gonna say hell no because it won't be at 28.
Okay. So you're saying they're gonna trade up?
Yeah, they're gonna do something. It ain't gonna be at 28.
Okay. All right. If they make it to 28 and they stay pat at 28, they drafting an edge. Coach Jones, hell yeah or hell no?
You know what? Daniel Jeremiah inspired me with his little last mock draft, and he had the Detroit Lions taking Michael Williams at 28, which I know he ain't gonna be here, but I'm gonna say hell yeah, man, because that gave me inspiration right there. So shout out to Daniel Jeremiah.
I did see that the other day because I keep hearing rumors that it may be a shakeup in the first part of the draft because a certain quarterback from a certain team may be in the mix, and then if that happens,
I think 2 of them gonna slide up. Jackson Dart and Jalen Milroe both gonna slide into the first round, and I think that's gonna have things a little. So yeah.
Jalen Milroe is not a first round quarterback.
He's not at all. But teams that will slide into the back end of that first round just to get that 5th-year option. So yeah.
That's what happened with Anthony. Just look at Anthony Richardson. He wasn't a first round draft pick either. But that's what happened when Henry Hooker got hurt. Yep. That's exactly what happened. All right. Next up. All right. The second of LL's questions. I'm gonna go to him first. So if the Lions stay pat at 60, they're taking an offensive guard. Hell yeah or hell no. LL, you up first.
I'm going to say hell yeah because that's an excellent spot to take a guard at. Yes. Hell yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say hell yeah as well. Hell yeah. If they at 60 and they stay pat and they have the guy they want on the board at 60, a powerful offensive guard, I think they do draft a guard at 60. All right, Coach Jones, what you got? Guard at 60, hell yeah or hell no?
I'm gonna say hell no. And and the reason why is if you look back at the draft, Brad Holmes has doubled up on positions. He did it with when he went line. I think it was the first draft. He went defensive line, and then
McNeil. Was that McNeil and Levi was back to back? Yeah.
And then in this past draft, he went cornerback. So I think Brad Holmes is gonna go D-line. First round. So yeah, all them injuries to the defensive tackles, we need a pass rusher. He probably gonna go D-line.
Okay. All right. Next up. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one right here. I'm gonna throw you a curveball on this one. All right. I'm gonna go to Coach Jones first. If the Lions draft a running back at this year's draft, they're going to release Craig Reynolds. Hell yeah or hell nah. Coach Jones, if the Lions draft a running back, the Netflix subscription is over in Detroit. Hell yeah or hell no?
I say hell no because the guy that they drafted last year, I can't remember his. I don't even know.
Baki.
Yeah, Baki. Baki has positional versatility, and he can slide to the defensive side of the ball if need be. And he's a good special teamer. I think maybe that other guy, if he's good enough, will slide to that running back 4 spot or 3 or 4 spot. Or it could be vice versa. He could just be a special teams guy. So I don't think that means anything for Craig Reynolds, man. I think Craig Reynolds safe, man, because he's a good mix of quickness and power. So
All right. LL. If the Lions draft the running back, they gonna cut the subscription off for Netflix. What you got? Hell yeah or hell no?
Can I answer it like this? Hell no, because we ain't drafting a running back.
Okay. You can say that. You can say that. I'm gonna say hell yeah. If they draft a running back and it's in that the mid rounds, I think the Netflix subscription is over. I don't know if he makes it out of camp. You know what I'm saying? It may be a trade bait. So I'm gonna say hell yeah on that one. If they draft a running back, they may be trading Craig Reynolds to get some more draft capital in the next year's draft, or maybe later in the later rounds of this year's draft. So I'm gonna say hell if they'll trade what's his name? What's the young fella's name? DeAndre Swift. They'll damn sure trade Craig Reynolds. So I'm gonna say hell yeah. All right, a couple more here before we finish this segment up. All right. Brad Holmes will bring in Taylor Decker's replacement in this year's draft. Hell yeah or hell no. I'm looking at Coach Jones. His face is looking like what?
That's a double boss up, because that's a hell yeah they're gonna bring him in, because you can't stick Jared Goff out there like that and not have a O lineman. We need versatile tackle. So hell yeah. His replacement is going to be on the roster this year. And I think he's going to draft him because Brad Holmes loves to draft guys. So hell yeah.
All right, LL, what you got?
Well, I'm going to say hell no, because he's already on the roster, and that's Giovanni Manu.
I give you a ball on that one, John. Giovanni Manuel is not that good.
He might be.
He is not a starting tackle. He gonna have to get better real fast. All right, for me, I'm gonna say hell nah, not because he's already on the roster, just because they just paid Taylor Decker. So I don't know if they're gonna move on from him just yet. So that's why I'm gonna say hell nah. All right, it's the last one. No, I got two more. I'm sorry. Now this one should be easy. The Lions make more than one trade during this year's draft, either up and down. So I'm gonna take this one first. So hell yeah or hell no. I'm gonna say hell yeah, because I think Brad Holmes has moved up. I think up in the draft. I think 9 times, and they get moved down like 4. So I think he has that. They have the roster versatility that they have. Most of the players are already on the roster, so I don't think all 7 guys are going to be. It kind of goes back to that first one, but I'm going to say he's going to make more than one trade in this year's draft. So I'm going to say hell yeah. All right, what you got, LL? What you got? Hell yeah or hell no on more than one trade in the draft?
Hell agree. I'm going hell yes that he will make more than one trade. Or would you say 2 trade? Whatever it was, yeah. Hell
yeah, yes, more than one trade in this draft. Okay.
More than one trade.
Yep. All right, Coach Jones, what you got?
Hell yeah. Because Brad Holmes, he been waiting for the draft, man. The draft is Brad Holmes' free agency. This is where he does his work, and he gonna work. He gonna work. I think he might do about 3 or 4 trades in this draft. I think Brad Holmes got his board, and he making moves, man. So yes.
Yeah. Sometimes people celebrate Christmas in July. Brad Holmes' other Christmas is the draft. That's just how it goes for Brad Holmes. All right, last one. Ooh, and I know LL gonna like this one. Even if the Lions draft a defensive end, they still are gonna re-sign Zadarius Smith. Hell yeah or hell no.
Why would I like that one, Curt? But to answer, I'm gonna say hell yeah, because bring Lawrence in back, man. You know, I ain't no hater. But yeah, hell yeah, they gonna still bring him back.
Okay. All right. What you got, Coach Jones? Hell yeah or hell no? They're gonna bring back Zadarius Smith.
I said hell yeah, because the health of our D line last year, you can never have enough guys. So yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna say hell yeah as well. And it gives the opportunity for LL to see Cash Doll at the games. Hey man, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us get this Detroit Lions content to more fans just like yourself. Hey man, the Bars of Ball Out podcast is sponsored by Dubby Energy Drink. You know the favorite show of the show is gonna be Irish Strike. Why? Because it's Blue Tropical Punch, man. And it's the ultimate fuel for conquering all that is ahead of you. Some benefits, man. You get that laser focus from the coffee, green fruit extract, and then because they help you concentrate, man, you get some brain food like L-taurine, L-taurin, L-glutamine, and L-citrulline, man. You know all the best amino acids for brain function, man. I know what it is. And some brain boosted vitamins B6, B3, B12, and vitamin C. And that energy comes from 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. No sugar, no maltodextrin, no BS, artificial colors, fillers, or none of that crap, man. Costs about $1 per serving, man. And it beats the cost of your daily coffee or canned energy drink. No crashes, no jitters, or anxiety. You can find a link to buy Dubby in the description of this video and use the code BOSSUPBALLOUTPOD at checkout to get 10% off of your order. Take on your day with Dubby. Y'all know how we get down, man. Now we've done our hell yeah or hell no, but Coach Jones wanted to talk about something, man. Talking about the group proposals that the Lions is like kind of whiffed on at the league meetings. What you got, my man?
They kind of whiffed on, but you know what? First off, I want to say if y'all have not looked at the Boss Up Ball Out shop, whoo, it's some stuff on there, man. I'm telling you right now, go and check it out. But so the Lions went 0 for 3. Really, I would say 0 for 1 because 2 of them are still kind of at the table, but one of them got shot down. I'm talking about bang, bang, got shot down. And they had 3 proposed rule changes. And the first one was to eliminate automatic first downs off of 5-yard defensive penalties like illegal contact and defensive holding. Dan Campbell said that he would rather something be a 1st and 5 than to be an automatic first down. So for you to start off as this 1st and 10. He said there's plenty of times when there were bigger penalties. There were longer down distances, like for instance a 3rd and 15 or a 2nd and 17, and somebody got a 5-yard penalty and it just resulted in a first down. So that got shot down. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. That got shot down. That they was like, no sir, no ma'am, no thank you. We're not doing that. So the other 2 rules that they actually said will they're still on the table. They still haven't decided, but they said, well, one is to change the playoff seeding so that a wild card team with a better record gets a higher seed than a divisional winner. So basically having playoff reseeding. Because there's been a lot of times that NFC South team, okay, has been 9-7 or 9-7-1, or they've been 8-9, or and then they hosting a team that's 11-6. So, and you know what, I wouldn't mind that. But I'm kind of up in the air with that, man, because I feel like if you win your division, you deserve to host a playoff game. No matter how bad your division is. I don't know, man. It's so like, because I feel what they're saying there, but I'm gonna say that for let y'all debate on that, man. And then last but not least, another rule that was kind of like, okay, we'll come back to that at a later date and time. I wasn't completely shut down, but it wasn't accepted. And that was players placed on IR before the cut-down date do not count against the 90-man team roster limit. And they're saying basically if a player comes in before they make that official 90-man roster and he's on IR, that he shouldn't count against the roster. And I do believe that's true. I think if a player gets put on IR before the official start of the season, he should not be on the 90-man roster. Or he should not count against the 90-man roster. I think he should still be counted, but it shouldn't be an infraction. Like you can't add another guy because really he's not on the roster yet. Because you thinking those are 90 guys that you can choose from, that you can plug and pull at any given time. So you know what? Yeah, man, I'm kind of with that one. I don't think that they should be penalized for that. So yeah, man. But those are some roster changes. Like they said, the article said they were 0 for 3. That's because the first one was shot down. Like they double fisted shot that down. But the other two were just left on the table, and kind of we'll come back to that at a later date and time. What do y'all think about these rule changes? At first, I was with the reseeding, but then I thought, man, too, like, you know, if you win your division, you kind of deserve that home playoff game, even though your record is some bull, like the NFC South. You know, they barely be 500 and they be hosting playoff games. So I don't know, man. What y'all think?
I'm gonna give you a boss up for the topic because it needs to be talked about. I mean, I know we talked about it because it's been a few weeks since the league meeting happened. I'm gonna say the NFL is kind of really setting their ways, and I understand that the coaches, I mean, and understand with the penalty for the defensive holding or the illegal contact. And I think the biggest issue is that if it happens away from the play, I think that's one of the biggest things, that the ball is not going toward that receiver or whatever, and it's an automatic first down, and the play wasn't really affected by that penalty, but it happened. The NFL is really kind of particular about about the rule changes about as far as on the field stuff. And we still can't even get a sky judge, even though we saw what replay assist did last year. I think that I don't think it's going to be changed anytime soon. That's probably why it's going to be really. That's why I got shot down. I was like, rule is a rule, and you can't keep your hands to yourself. I get why the coaches are. I mean, why Dan Campbell was saying it shouldn't be a automatic first down. You know, make it a 5-yard penalty. I get it, but don't make it a first down. But I guess it's going to be that rule has been in the league forever. I don't know if it's going to be changed anytime soon. The reseeding play for the playoffs isn't going to happen anytime soon. And you know what? The reason it's going to be is not because of the fact that the team, because the team won a division, they deserve the host a home playoff game. One reason and one reason alone is why they aren't going to vote this in right anytime soon. Money. Because guess what? That division champ is going to lose their home playoff game, which means a revenue loss for them, their stadium, and the city hosting that playoff game. They're not going to try to lose that revenue from hosting a home postseason game. So I don't see it anytime soon. And with the personnel rule changes, man, you got to have the weight of the league office. Like somebody's going to have to propose it and get it into the league. But as far as personnel rule, it's kind of hard for the league to like say, hey, we're going to give you an alter. Look how hard sometimes it takes to make. Look how long it took us to get just rules for IR, and now you can do it after 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it used to be if you were on IR and you were going for almost the whole season. So yeah, I don't see it happening anytime soon for those any of those league rules to be changed. But that the reseeding one, that's a money grab. If you're gonna tell me I'm gonna lose a home playoff game, I'm gonna lose all this revenue for my stadium and for the city to think about all the local businesses that they host, that the hotels and all the events that is going to happen in that team for in that city for hosting a home playoff game. They ain't trying to hear that. So because they're going to have those city officials in their ear talking about, hey man, I don't care who gets seated where. We're going to host our home playoff game because we won our division. So that's what they're going to do. What you got, LL?
Much like you on the I give boss up for the topic. I agree. Well, I think that they should change the automatic first down, of course, for something that you guys hadn't said just yet, because people, they use that. Like, they don't even try to get first down. Sometimes we're going to throw it over there because that guy's known for using his hands, and we're going to let him throw a flag. And they did that to us a few times with Sub-Zero last year. So, yeah, toss that out. As far as, what was the other one? Reseeding. I don't like, I see both sides, but I don't like it. Win your division and let that take care of everything else. And that personnel one, I like it. And for just to or what Curt had mentioned, just about like how they end up changing the IR and stuff like that, and they made changes to a few different of those. Because IR used to mean you done for the season. Now, as you know, they got a different time frame from it and stuff like that. So we might even see some changes, almost to how baseball has it. They have a different length injury list. So maybe we start seeing that. Like maybe, one IR gets you to 4 games, one IR gets you to, 6 games or whatever it is. Maybe we might see some kind of iteration of that. But so boss up on the topic. I would like to see the what was it? The penalty change, the automatic first down, reseeding. I ain't with it, and the personnel. Maybe we might see some different changes to it.
Yeah, I mean, with that reseeding, it's trust me. As much as the biggest thing in the NFL is money. I mean, it's money with all the betting and everything like that. But money makes the NFL go around, and even with the revenue sharing, as far as the sales of the tickets for the game, stuff like that, because that all that money goes into a pot. But it's that external money that the city will get, and the actual venue and all that stuff like that will get. So Detroit, the Ford family ain't gonna try to give all that money because they own all of it, because they own the team and they own Ford Field. You think they want to get rid of that money? Hell no, especially when they just started doing good. They ain't gonna want to get rid of all that money, man. But hey, man, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. All these things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. And like Coach Jones said earlier, man, the Boss Up Ball Out merch shop is now available. Our Shopify store, you can find it in the description in the video and on the homepage of the channel. You put Boss Up Ball Out Pod 10 at checkout, man. Spend $45, you get 10% off of one item, man. And good to announce, man, that there is the Wolverine collection is now in the shop, man. So you click on the whole page, you see the Wolverine gear, you get the Boss Up Ball Out gear, the Wolverine gear, man, right there in the Boss Up Ball Out podcast merch shop. So go check that thing out, man. Hey, if you haven't done so already, you got to follow the crew on your favorite social media platforms, man. Coach Jones does a great job over there at Wolverine Sports Talk, and then doing shorts on this channel and his Beyond the Ropes boxing playlist, man. Some good fights coming up here soon, so make sure you check that out. I post content from this channel on all of my social media platforms, man, including some shorts over there on TikTok, and some reels on Instagram and Facebook. So, and then, got a whole channel just dedicated to the Boss Up Ball Out pod there on Facebook as well. And of course, man, LL, man, he made it. He had a holiday weekend treat, man. You know what I'm saying? He celebrated Easter, 420, and all the good stuff, man. He started on Thursday and just kept going through all the weekend. So make sure you check him out on his Instagram page, man. Hey, thank you for starting your Monday out with us, your work week, right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Time for parting shots on today's show, man. And LL, how was your 420? And give your shots out to the people.
Spend time with family and everything. We barbecued on Saturday, so so anybody could be with their families on Sunday. So we celebrated on Saturday, just the homies. But happy Easter, happy 420, happy whatever did you celebrate yesterday, and today is Monday, so happy Monday.
Boo.
Yeah. All right, Coach John, what you got? What's your party shot for the people today?
Like I said, man, hopefully everybody had a good Easter, man, a good weekend. It's all coming to an end today because if you see our show, that means it's Monday morning. But with that being said, the NFL draft is this week. Oh man, I'm hyped. I'm seriously hyped. And y'all stay tuned to our mock draft because we're gonna do a mock draft on Wednesday, the day before the actual draft.
Yeah, so. Definitely.
And I just want to say real quick, if you let me, because I know I was talking junk about Ryan Coogler. I didn't went to see anything. I saw Sinners.
So did I.
Well, we can't talk about it, but
they say it's a masterpiece. I'm hearing that thing. They say it's one of the best.
Good. It's pretty good.
It is.
They say it's one of the best movies that people have seen. They say this is his best movie he's ever made.
That might be true.
I seen it for free because I got that Fire Stick hookup.
Same.
Mm-hmm. But hey, man, thank you for starting your week out with us, man. If you celebrated Easter, if you observe, happy Easter. If you didn't observe, if you don't observe, then hey, I hope you had a great day. Happy 420 for those who observe the high holiday. If you get what I'm saying, the high holiday for 420. If you don't, I hope you had a good day as well, man. Thank you for starting your day off with us, man. Hey, if you're having a good day, because sometimes that could be hard on a Monday, make sure you spread that small piece of joy with someone else, man. You never know when a kind word can help make someone's day. If you're not having a good day, don't steal no one else's joy. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. From my man, LL Cool Tones and Coach Mike Jones, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.